Okay. Now, initially, um, let us understand first what is BTP. Okay. So, BTP is all about your business technology platform, and it also has a cloud strategy. Now, SAP Cloud Strategy is a direct response to changing your market dynamics and your customer experiences. Um, for example, I will tell you. Suppose you have a company, okay, of bicycle.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that bicycle company, what all departments you think would be having?
Steel, you mean to say rubber or the tires, whatever it is, and
All right, so that would be a raw material. So
different raw
sourcing,
materials, yeah, sources,
so
yeah.
sourcing and procurement department would be there. What all other departments you think we would be having?
Uh, Sales, of course, finance and marketing and designing,
Yeah,
and of course HR and all. This is standard thing which every company
yeah,
will having.
right. So every company has an finance department, sourcing, procurement, supply chain. So when I say about finance, why do we require a finance? The people, those who are managing all those uh,
Involved.
invoices and then payments and accounts and everything, those will be having into a financials. Okay.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
Now, when we talk about spend management, what is it? Again, it is a part of your finance, but then we say it as a spend management because whatever are the expenses for your company, those are
mm-hmm,
all categorized differently. Okay, so
mm-hmm,
spending means whatever are your raw materials that you require to spend on, or if there are any other extra charges on your what we say as an inventory charges, or
okay.
there are some local charges on your laptops.
Administration, I mean to say transport or yeah,
So
IT
these, yes,
within
so
the house, in-house.
everything that is all expensed out is all into your spend management.
Mm-hmm,
Then you also have a supply chain management. Now, since you have a bicycle business, you would require some networks also, right? So that
mm-hmm,
you can distribute those bicycles in those regions and get it sold.
mm-hmm.
Okay. Then you will also have the HR departments, so that people, the employees in the company, the policies of the company can be maintained.
Mm-hmm.
Then you will also have a CRM, that is the customer experience. You will also ask people, how is my bicycle? What Please give the feedback. Okay, so people may give you the feedback on the working of the bicycle, or sometimes on the looks, or if there are some features to be added and all those things.
Is the CRM means customer relationship manager or management?
Yeah, CRM, yes.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Like
CRM,
most of the CRM talks related to the customer feedback, or is there any other thing more?
yes, there are many more things in CRM. Now, what
Mm-hmm.
exactly this thing, your customer has first point of contact is the CRM.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So what CRM will do is it will take the inputs from the customer. So whether it is a complaint, or whether it is an feedback, or whether they have something related to the products, like they want to buy one, two, three, and all those things. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
they will have a database and everything feed for their customers, and according to that, their inputs and everything would be feed into that particular database. Okay,
Okay. Mm-hmm.
so for every product based companies, customer experience is much more valued.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because before purchasing anything, we go and check the reviews first,
Mm-hmm.
right? Not the 5-star reviews or something, but mostly customers are very much interested to see the 1-star, 2-star reviews. Ki what made them to give 1 star and 2 star,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. So so that is what is most important, and that is what we go and see why that person has given 1 star and 2 star and all those things.
Mm-hmm.
So Whoever gets less one star, we prefer that particular product. I mean, into whatever we want to buy,
Mm-hmm.
uh,
Mm-hmm.
against the competitors, right? So that is the reason customer experience is very much more important into this particular product based things. Now these all departments, everything, we also have it into your on-prem ERP also. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what
Mm-hmm.
SAP has done is, SAP has brought all these on-prem things onto a cloud ERP, and
Mm-hmm.
that cloud ERP is nothing but your BTP. Okay.
Okay.
But in addition to this cloud ERP, what they have come up with in BTP is, they also have these particular applications: spend management, finance management, and supply chain management, everything applications which can be integrated to other products also. So those products can be SAP products or some third party applications also.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now it is SAP who certifies those third party applications also, that this and this third party application is compatible with my product. Okay.
Okay. I understand. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So this is what it does. So that is the reason people are more and more interested nowadays into a BTP platform. Why?
Mm-hmm.
Because you can integrate your on prem as well as cloud solutions, everything on this BTP. There
Okay.
are also some
Uh,
services.
Sorry to interrupt you. Like as you said, people are interested, very interested to use the BTP because of integration between on-prem and the cloud platforms. Also means, it is not the tool which helps. How the companies use. They don't want to use the on-prem and they just want to migrate completely towards. It is not the case, or most of the people just using simultaneously. How most of the companies are using this BTP
Okay.
platform.
So, I'll tell you, in BTP, there are other platforms like Ariba, SAP Concur, Success Factors. Now,
Mm-hmm.
what are these? For if I tell you about expense management and all, we have SAP Concur, okay, which
Okay.
is a part of your BTP. Then
Mm-hmm.
for your um, sourcing and procurement, we have SAP Ariba.
Mm-hmm.
For HR related things, we have SAP Success Factors. Now, these are all cloud based solutions.
Okay.
Okay,
Which are not interrelated with the on-prem.
right.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, what SAP has done is, SAP has got these all cloud based solutions under BTP. And if you want to just get onto on prem, then you have your modules, that is FICO, then you have HR, SD,
Oh,
okay,
okay.
Prince
Okay.
Abab
Mm-hmm.
and all those things. That's all into your S4 HANA products. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
earlier SAP had ECC products.
Mm,
Okay,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
now they are removing all those ECC. They are going to end their support by 2030, the
Mm-hmm.
mainstream support,
Mm-hmm.
and they want everyone to get migrated to S4 HANA if they want to still choose as in is
On-prem.
yeah, on prem. Mostly, they are likely to tell everyone that you have to get on to SAP Rise, where it is all on cloud. Okay,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
they have said everyone that you please be on cloud, everyone has to come on cloud, but
Mm-hmm.
gradually it will take 2035 for everyone to get onto this SAP Rise.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, got it.
But the this on-prem edition, they are anyways not selling any licenses for on-prem edition now anymore. They are all selling licenses for S4 HANA public cloud platform. That is what it is, SAP Rise.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And they are also cheering people to get these cloud ERP, that is the having their uh, this businesses on these success factors or some Ariba and these all things, Concur and all.
Mhm.
Okay, for example, I'll tell you. Suppose there is a travel company.
Mhm.
Okay, so they are selling their Concur portal. Like you can have all the details of the passengers. You can have all the details of your invoices and your travel timings, your reimbursements and everything.
Mhm.
So that is your all about SAP Concur. Success
Mhm.
factor is all about your this HR. So any company who is very much interested in one single platform, then they are telling you that you can use that travel and expense management, that is SAP Concur portal and all.
Mhm.
Okay. Whereas some company is, for example, FMCG company is there. Okay.
Mhm.
So instead of taking these Concur and then success factors, Ariba, and then other field glass and all these platforms, what they thought of, like, let us take one S4 HANA. That is the reason those companies are FMCG companies are still coming onto this BTP. But yes, they are using some services from BTP as well.
Mhm.
Okay. And there is one monitoring solution. Okay. Usually there used to be one free solution for S4 HANA public cloud platform, that is Solution Manager. Okay. This
Mhm.
was the product which used to monitor the landscape, entire landscape of their SAP systems. Okay, which was
Mhm.
free. SAP used to give that free. Now in this cloud ERP in BTP, they have got cloud ALM. Okay, now that is
Mhm.
free. Again, free of cost. It comes under the enterprise support itself.
Okay. It is that monitoring tool which can monitor all the modules or all the products.
Yes, all the whether it is on-prem products or any cloud-based products, everything it will be able to monitor. The
What was
cloud
that? Can you tell me the name again?
cloud ALM.
Cloud ALM. Mhm.
Yeah, it is a service that you can activate in BTP itself.
Mhm. Mhm.
Okay, so this is what this slide says, that you have your integration and business application faster. Okay,
Mhm.
then you also have some relevant apps. Now BTP has got up different apps also. So what are these apps? They have also introduced some Fury applications. Okay, the
Mhm.
way they have Fiori applications in SAP S4 HANA, similarly they have got those applications based on Fiori. So
Mhm.
Fiori again is a kind of platform UI5, that is HTML5 they use in the backend, and they
Mhm.
have developed that platform in such a way that it has applications that are based on tiles. Okay,
Based on?
tiles, tiles. So
Okay.
there will be a small square tiles. Okay,
Mhm.
on which if you click on that particular tile, you will
Mhm.
be getting into that particular application there.
Mhm.
Okay, so why they have got that is to just to make the customer experience better, end
Mhm.
user experience better, I would say.
Okay.
Okay, so what is this end user thing? um, So, see, there are some people, those who are into just doing business, okay?
Mhm.
They are not interested into, what is there in the back end, how the integration has happened, what is the configurations and all. What they are
Mhm.
doing here is daily business. They will generate a PO, then they will generate invoice, then they will sell some products, they will buy some products and all. So this is what purely a business. So they
Mhm.
need not have to worry on what is there in the back end and all. So just to make their experience better, so we call them as end users. Okay, so just
Mhm.
to make the end users experience better, they have got a Fiori.
Mhm.
Okay, and based on that Fiori, like you don't have to learn something for Fiori. I
Mhm.
mean, if you are end user, just to
Mhm.
use the platform, you don't have to learn anything about it. It
Mhm.
is same like, it is like just like, a shopping site that you, for example, you have. Now, if you want to buy something, for example, a laptop, okay,
Mhm.
and if you just open a Amazon website and all shopping website, and you don't have to learn, right, how to
Mhm.
go and buy that laptop.
Mhm.
It's just between some simple clicks, and then you can add to cart. If you want, you buy it, or you pay, or have it on cash on delivery, and then just check out, right?
Mhm.
Similarly, here also end users doesn't have to learn about SAP. Why? Because they will already have a tile in front of them. They will just click the tile. They will have that PO or
Mhm.
their invoices created and all those things.
Mhm.
Okay. So based on that Fiori platform itself, they have used the same technology for building these apps also, BTP apps also.
Okay. Mhm.
Okay. So they are leveraging all that particular Fiori itself, and they are being reliable enough so that they can also have some integrations also between those apps and the other third party products or SAP or other non SAP products.
Mhm.
Okay. And they also, SAP also says that they are mostly into integrating their products with other different AI tools also. Okay,
Mhm.
so that they are automating the same particular workflows, and they are also having some repetitive tasks, whatever they are there, they
Mhm.
would be automating it.
Mhm.
Okay, and for running these AI applications, SAP is still into the developing more and more things nowadays, so
Mhm.
that AI can be leveraged. Okay,
Okay.
and
Mhm.
whatever are the auto like repetitive tasks and all, they can just use AI, and people can have a better experience for their businesses.
Mhm.
Okay, so that is the reason, if you see here, the AI is, the entire platform, they want to ensure that AI is leveraged for all the platform.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you also
Underlined.
have, yeah. So you'll also have your development and automation done. Data
Mhm.
analytics is again a part of your business itself. Okay, business now. Let me give you some example here. Suppose you are buying a laptop. Okay,
Mhm.
you get onto some different shopping sites. Okay,
Mhm.
you go and search for a price. Okay, better deal,
Mhm.
who is giving you a good this thing, better deal,
Discount.
because the features
Yeah.
and everything is going to get same if you have selected a model, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
Any specific model. Now when you just get onto some shopping site, suppose it is Amazon or Flipkart or anything, so they will also give you some offers, right? You can also have some Sennheisers, and then you get this particular Sennheisers for some discounted rate. Or
Mhm.
you can also have this mouse related things, or some mouse pads, or some other accessory speakers, or something, Bluetooth connectors, and all those things. So
Mhm.
what is this? They are using your information itself, that you
Mhm.
have already navigated different sites,
Mhm.
and you also think that you might be interested into some other gadgets also, which are complementing your laptop, whatever you are buying. Okay,
Mhm.
suddenly they will not show you the car. Okay,
I understand. I
because
understand.
yeah, they are just
Mhm.
using your information, and they are
Mhm.
just giving you more and more options. Like, so even if you don't want to buy anything of it, no
Mhm.
Sennheisers, nothing, but still you
Mhm.
get a better deal, you end up buying that also.
Okay. Mhm.
So that is what it is all about, data analytics. They are
Mhm.
analyzing your data and then
Mhm.
they are giving you those offers.
Mhm.
Okay. Then you have is the integration. So everything is based on, integration nowadays, since you want to integrate different platforms, and that is what everybody wants it. Okay.
Mhm.
They don't want to stop using some product, they just want that product to be getting extended. Okay, so that is
Mhm.
what is your integrations, and BTP is what their major, I would say, a major advantage of using BTP is that they are allowing many more integrations.
Mhm.
Okay, now there are the pillars. Okay, now when I say about pillars, okay, so
Mhm.
you have, um like, wait, let me just take this one out.
Can you
Yeah,
click
can you?
on hide? There is a hide button next to it. I just want to say that only. Hide.
All right. The reason is because if I press escape, then it should not stop sharing. That's the only thing.
No, no. I mean to say hide.
Yeah, yeah,
That
I
will.
know, I understood. But if I
Uh,
hide this and if I press escape, it should not stop sharing. That's the only
okay.
thing.
Okay. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. All good. Yeah. Fine.
Okay, wait a minute. Yeah. So here you have is the foundational pillars. Now, when I say about pillars, you have your first is the SAP Discovery Center. Now, the
Mhm.
apps that we were talking all about, okay,
Mhm.
the applications, all the applications you will be seeing it under this SAP Discovery Center, okay.
Mhm. Mhm.
So, at the moment, they have 288 applications that they
Mhm.
have made it compatible for BTP to use it.
Mhm. Mhm.
Okay, so they will be keeping on growing because la- before 2 weeks it was 240, now they are, the number has increased to 88 apps.
Mhm. Mhm.
Okay, similarly they will also have an content that is called business content and APIs under
Mhm.
your business accelerator hub. Now what are these APIs? You can use different programs, you can say, okay,
Mhm.
APIs, so that you can use those APIs for connecting different applications also.
Mhm.
Okay, now,
Is it like a customized APIs or they are like templates which the APIs are available, or is it like based upon the company they've developed their own APIs and merge it with the application? How it is?
so currently it is the standard APIs. Okay,
Okay. Mhm.
customizing, SAP is still bringing that particular thing. Okay,
Okay. Mhm.
customizations.
Mhm.
Now see, whenever they open a platform for customizations, people stop looking for the standard ones, right?
Mm.
And people
Yes, of
keep
course.
on, making it more and more complex.
Yeah. Mhm.
So that is the reason they are yet to open that platform for customizations. Otherwise, they have those standard APIs, which should suffice the business. That is what SAP is telling.
Okay, I understand. Mhm.
Yeah. Now, when I talk about foundational pillars, you have your application dev and automation.
Mhm.
Then you also have integration. Okay.
Mhm. Mhm.
Then you have your data analytics here.
Mhm.
And there is one is that artificial intelligence.
Mhm.
Okay. So we'll go one by one. So when I talk about application and automation here,
Mhm.
this is where BTP offers you a developer tools to extend, create, and automate applications, both in SAP as well as in third party.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so BTP will offer developer tools to extend, create, and automate applications. So it can
Mm-hmm.
be both SAP as well as the third party. Then you have SAP Build, that is all in one developer tool. So there is a tool called as SAP Build, BUILD. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
it is all in one developer tool for any development and automation solution that will tell you that it is having low code or no code. Okay, so when I
Mm-hmm.
say it is no code, means it is just with the clicks. Okay, and when we say it is low code, means you have to copy paste some code for functioning that particular feature.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so with SAP Build, you can accelerate time to value with the generative AI and pre-built solutions that will help you to stay on budget and also ahead of the schedule.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so you can extend this particular build a platform to your S4 HANA or both public and private editions. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so when I say public and private editions means private means on-prem solutions also can be done. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and public cloud editions as well, or private cloud editions also.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay, and SAP Build additionally what can do is it can also automate your business processes from your routine tasks to whatever complex workflows you have, that will help you to enhance the efficiency and reduce the errors.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you
Mm-hmm.
can easily design the digital workspace and the portals.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so when I had
Uh,
given
Means like setting the thresholds based upon the usage and doing the basic awareness or something like generating the emails or sending the emails to the clients or the opposite person to the usage users that this service is not available or something. Is that the one you
so
mean
the
to say?
automation you're talking about.
Yeah, automation I'm talking about.
Yeah. So, see, it depends now what are the repetitive tasks, okay, in that
Mhm.
particular company.
If you don't mind, can you, based upon your experience, can you tell me one or two repetitive tasks which you have used to do?
Okay. For example, if there is some program to be run, okay, on
Mm-hmm.
daily basis,
Okay, scripts. Okay.
yeah, scripts you can say,
Mm-hmm.
if
Mm-hmm.
they want to run, so you can do it using this particular platform, SAP Build. So they will have some program codes and everything, and they will run it for you every day on that same time.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so instead of doing the same thing manually with any human interventions, what they will
Mm-hmm.
do is they will automate it.
Okay.
They will run the script and they will do that particular thing on the daily basis, whatever, I mean, whatever is their frequency.
Okay, I understand. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, or if there is another example for workflow management. For example, if anybody is trying to buy something, okay, for a company,
Mm-hmm.
for example, some goods, buying of goods is getting, now that particular goods are getting bought every weekly. Okay, and it also has a um, what we say, the limit, price limit. For example, if somebody is buying the goods below 3K, that is, okay,
Mm-hmm.
3000, below 3000 suppose, so it can be automatically approved. So the no approvals are required, for example, in
I
their
understand.
company. This
Mm-hmm.
is what is their, suppose, a workflow that they have designed. So that this is again an automation. Okay, that it
Okay.
will be automatically approved. No need for approvals, or just for spending 3K, they don't want weekly workflow. I mean, the workflows to be pending for a week.
I understand.
Okay,
I understand. Mm-hmm.
so that can be done automate. I mean, that can be automated.
Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Then when I talk about your as a robotic process automation or
Mm-hmm.
process monitoring here, so
Mm-hmm.
what is it? For example, there is a particular agent, okay,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
which will help me for automating that process. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
For example, suppose a monitoring is always done, okay, 24 by 7. So there
Mm-hmm.
will be some agent that will be running in the backend for my
Mm-hmm.
systems, which is
Mm-hmm.
going to check if everything is okay or not for the
Okay.
system.
Health.
So those,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
if those metrics are all passed, means
Mm-hmm.
there is no alert that will be received to anyone. If any of the metrics is getting spiked up, the
Mm-hmm.
threshold is already reached and crossed,
Mm-hmm.
then it is going to give you the alert.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that is all about your monitoring.
Mm-hmm.
Now when does the automation takes place? Now if you know how to solve that, okay, if you have also given the information like how to solve this particular error, if this is occurring every Monday or every Tuesday or every week,
Mm-hmm.
so if that is also given into the system, and then that is just going to apply that automation. The
Mm-hmm.
resolution is going to get automated.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to run the script that okay, after so and so this thing comes, this can be run, and then the automated things can, I mean, the solution will be automatically applied.
Okay. I understand. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so here what happens is, the consultants who are working on these, they have a lot of work to do. Okay,
Okay.
that
Mm-hmm.
suppose this error has come, then what would be the script that has to be written, when it has to go, what should be the threshold, and all those things.
Are the scripts or this the platform administrator, BTP administrator needs to be take care, or will be the diverted to the particular development person or something?
So see, your BTP dev person, what they have to do is they have to develop all those scripts and all.
Okay.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
whether that scripts are running properly or not, if the alerting and everything is coming into picture, who is getting alerts and all those things, it's the administrator who is going to take care of it.
Okay, I understand. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Uh, Already, I guess we are already past the time.
Oh,
So
okay.
what we can do is we can continue this tomorrow. Okay. So I will come to data analytics and integration tomorrow. Is that okay?
Yeah, fine. Yeah.
Yeah.